Hello to all my friends out there. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing okay. At night, I pray for you guys. So I pray the blood of Jesus Christ on you guys to keep you safe. So that is what I'm praying at night, just in case you're wondering. Okay, this video is video number 2, how to get by even if times don't get better. Simple improvements that will work over time. Okay, so one thing I do, now I have to be careful. Here's my frozen tea. You saw that mess. I broke down to go get a tea. They go, sorry, no large teas. The medium 32-ounce tea is $3.29, 20 cents cheaper than the large. They didn't have any cups. Do you want it? And I thought, no, but I'll take it. I bought this in the middle of the night last night during my insomnia spell. Nothing helps. Okay, today I got up. I donated a carload full of junk to the thrift store. This was the third one. If any of you guys are having a problem neatening up your house, it's probably too much stuff. I was watching the hoarders, I mean the minimizers, and they said put a dollar item on each value of a certain thing and say at what point would I be unwilling to keep this stuff. Maybe a $20 item. So what I said to myself is no money would make me want to put up with this. So I watched hoarder videos, and they said just start getting rid of 3 bags of junk. So I just started getting rid of junk by the car full. And so I know it helps my thrift store where I buy nice stuff for my eBay business. And then I donated 3 piles of food around, one in front of the welfare department. You can donate on the sidewalk. One by the dumpster where I live, and one in the Walmart parking lot. So somebody could get the stuff. So what does this have to do with how to get by even if times don't get better? What simple improvements that will work over time? Well, what you send out comes back. You don't know when, you don't know how. It's not metaphysical, it's just reality. So it will work over time. So every night I say, God bless you all. I pray for you all. So it comes back to me, not to be selfish, but that is the truth. Okay, now, okay, things are not getting better, so we have to adjust, but certain tried and true methods will work. Okay, let's get going. Okay, number 1, hard work. It will work, but it takes a long time. So depending where you are, it can literally take 20 years if you don't have that much money, but it will work. But it is not easy. And then education. Okay, it will work, but it will take a long time. I think that's what a lot of people, the time element. People think they'll go to college for 4 years, and then they'll go out and they'll make as much money as someone who has been hammering away 20 years, like working 3 jobs, like, you know, being very careful with your money. Okay, so one of the things you can do is find something successful, and if it works, do it the next day too. So I've been making these bowls of food. I made rice, hamburgers, egg, and salsa. So tonight, I'm having French fries, just 1 potato, and I'm going to need a little salt. So I want a meal. Okay, well, this was like a bodybuilding meal, but this is like an adjustment. Then today, I bought at Ralph's a really good deal. I bought these smoked sausages, 12 for $4.50. $4.50. Okay, so if you can find 1 or 2 of these deals every week, it's really going to help you. These were $10, so that's Ralph's. When they do the markdowns, it's about half price. So wouldn't it be better to buy 3 pounds of turkey burger and how many pounds is this? 2.5 pounds of sausages rather than just one or the other. So that is what I was doing. And so what I did is I fried them. I cut them in half and I fried them. You could make hash browns if you want. And so the idea is, after I eat this, it's not too fattening. I had oatmeal for breakfast. I'm trying to get into the oatmeal breakfast. And I have 1 egg. Okay, so learning. So okay, we're going back to basic food, markdown food, simple low-cost meals, and over time it's going to work. So that is my dinner. And you know, some of the people with the most beautiful bodies and the healthiest bodies in the world eat meals similar to this. So here it is. Okay, and then I have ketchup. All right, and then I have leftover tea. So the sausages were 40 cents each, and the egg was 25 cents. And then I try to buy small potatoes. If times were really, really bad, I could have 2 small potatoes boiled and a bowl of beans, and I could survive. Okay, so we're thinking about things that will work. Hard work and education. So they're saying the American dream is lost. No, it is not lost. It's the same. It's always been hard. Although, and when I was first married, within 5 years, I had 2 nice cars and a house, a nice little house. Okay, I mentioned to you guys, people are not rational on the issue of cars. My son just bought a nice Corolla from CarMax. And if you put a small down payment on it, you'll have transportation. So, okay, so let's say, okay, hard work will take years. Home property, that was my pressure cooker. Home, property, and cars. Okay, you see people fairly young driving a Lexus, but what you don't see is they work 10 years. Then they got a Lexus. Okay, property. There is all kinds of property. A long time ago, people would start in mobile homes. I bought a mobile home, a double wide, a nice one. But my ex-husband was driving home inebriated, so, you know, we had to. Yes. But nonetheless, we did acquire a nice mobile home, and then I bought a nice little home, and coincidentally, my son lives right. It can still be done. Okay, now, but it's going to take time. Like the expectation that you're going to prosper, like these people, like where I live, first of all, this place is really nice, and I'm lucky I live here, very lucky. But people around here who live in big, nice houses, that costs money, usually involving like some kind of successful business, which may have taken years, husband and wife working all the time. Okay, so we'll get into that in a minute. All right. Now, okay, so we want to get by. It's going to be easier if the cost of living is not higher than the income. So if your cost of living is higher, the easiest way is move to a cheaper place. Not necessarily a car. Maybe like a trailer, maybe like some really little apartment. They can be found. What's going to happen is that more than one family is going to be living in apartments. People do that now. One time, oh my God, I lived in this apartment, the one I'm always telling you about. The owner wants his apartment back. Okay, but I had the most bizarre neighbors. Like, I had these neighbors. Now, they were lovely, but the living room, they knew how to do this somehow. There was not even walking space. They folded out, they were very quiet. They folded out beds so that the entire living room was a bed. I have no idea how many people slept in there. I never saw them come. I never saw them go, but I knew they did. And other things too. Okay, so that's a way to reduce expenses. Not pleasant, but it will work. Okay, reduce expenses and save money. So you might be saying, I can't save money. You don't have to save a lot of money. Just save some money somehow. Just make up your mind, not misery making. Like this meal, let's see, this meal was, let's say the potato was 25 cents. It was $5 for 5 pounds. Let's say my potato is 50 cents. These are good. The egg is 25 cents. That's 75 cents. And the sausage is 80 cents. So say maybe $2 maximum. There's nothing you can buy. You know, I was in 7-Eleven, and you know those little, and people think nothing. And neither do I when I want one. But it was one of these breakfast rolls that have like cream cheese breakfast roll for $3.99. So basically I could buy the sausages for the same price. Okay, so we have the struggle to make ends meet. We have hard work, we have education, we have home, we have property. Like what kind of and cars? Like what kind of property? Any kind of property that has value. It could be land, but it could be anything. It could be a tiny home. They're allowing that in California. So, you know, if you have like a bonus room, you can rent that to create. The thing you would want to do is create income. You could rent your garage. Most people don't want to do that. But if you're struggling to make ends meet, okay. Now, the poverty rate is 18.9%. That's what, so say almost 20%, 1 in 5 people. That is what they're admitting to, so we know it's worse. Okay, the cost of living can be higher than the income brought in. Okay, so they kind of adjusted the wage to $20 an hour, which caused the price of everything else to go up. So basically, there was no adjustment. It was the same. It's just that people got more money and the price went up. So now you have to reduce expenses and save money. You have to. If you're in poverty, you have to find a way to reduce your utilities, to reduce your rent, to reduce your transportation, to reduce your food, and I talked a lot about that. Okay, now, of all the things, food is a key issue, and you have to have decent food. That doesn't mean lots of food, that means decent food, because when people are malnourished, you will start to see obesity. So, okay, now, obesity is called, it's the undernourished obese. It is hidden hunger or nutritional deficit. So the person is hungry. That, we all know that. The diet is deficient in vitamins, minerals. So I take prenatal vitamins, and I can take 2 a day at my age, but I just take 1. So, and a lot of, like at Kaiser, if you're a Kaiser patient, you can get your vitamins and minerals very cheap. Okay, fiber, like, okay, why that is a problem is when you're eating processed food. Okay, my potatoes are real, my sausages are probably processed, but they're protein, and my egg is a real food. Okay, healthy fats, that would be like olive oil, or like coconut milk, something like that, dairy. Proteins. Okay, the thing about this meal is I have plenty of protein, but when you get older, you need carbs for your cognitive function. Fruit and vegetables. Okay, that is why you want to stockpile certain kinds of fruit, like jam, like juice, like dry fruit, like canned, because it takes a while to grow that. Although it has occurred to me, why is it you don't think you can grow miniature citrus trees in pots or indoors? Because you can. Okay, water. Okay, a lot of obese people don't have enough water, because when you have more, your body is bigger, you need more water. Whole foods, processed, and fast foods. Okay, so we need food. Food is a key item. So like we've been talking about food, get your food storage food in a way that's going to make it easier for you to survive. Buy good food that is cheaper and store some. Okay, so all this stuff you may be thinking, this means nothing. Well, this is one thing I like about the AI. It won't get tired when you're searching around on it. I want to mention these sausages. You can dehydrate these. You can cut them in pieces. You can slice them thin and dehydrate on 107 in your oven for 2 hours to 4 hours, or you can dehydrate them in one piece, which is, I like the idea, for 48 hours. I like eating this. Okay, so you can store them. So I bought a package of sausage for $4.50. Then I bought another package of this good pasta. And I thought, why is the pasta so flippin' expensive? So I asked the AI. Okay, the Semolia high quality pasta is expensive. The flour they use to make it. The higher quality pasta is made in smaller batches, and the rougher texture makes the sauce adhere to it better. So I bought some of this. This is what I like to make macaroni and cheese. So I thought, right now, if you can afford it, store, because it's good for a long time, better quality pasta. So I have potatoes, I have pasta, and I have rice. Okay, and then this was on sale. And I bought some packages of powdered Alfredo, which was really tasty, but this was on sale for $3.29, and I thought, why is this so flippin' expensive? Okay, it's because of the ingredients: Parmesan cheese, butter, heavy cream, imported products, and dairy prices are going up. So I thought I will buy this because this is enough for, okay, I used 1.5 cups pasta for macaroni and cheese, and then one of these makes 1/2 of these jars make 1.5 pasta, and I could have put my sausages in there, you know, I could have cut them up. So that cost me maybe about $3, and so I'm getting dairy. So on the bottom of my bowls is rice, or you know, you can put it on a plate. Some people don't, whoops, some people don't like bowls. I like bowls, no dishes. I'm moving this. All right, my old boyfriend was probably hunting me. So I have in the house 5 pounds of potatoes, pasta, better quality, rice, better quality. I bought that bag of rice for $5. It's a 10-pound bag of rice, and beans. And beans taste a lot better when they're fresh, you guys. So and another thing is, food is not wasted if you overbuy and donate it. Not one bit. There's people who could use it. I don't want my fresh food sitting around while I eat the not so fresh food. Okay, now think about farmers and ranchers. Historically, they would work all year to earn enough money to get by for the coming year and buy more seed or more cattle. And there wasn't, people didn't have tons of money sitting around. That was consumerism. And then when people didn't have money, then, you know, they would charge, which then would suck out their income that they needed for living. Okay, so let's see. And then you also had to buy, I think it was so many tons of coal to stay warm. So that has always been an issue. Buy storable food, basic food, can and preserve fruit, and make pickles and jam. I want to show you. Okay, I found when I was purging stuff, I got rid of a rice cooker. I have one of those Instapots. So here is my pressure cooker, and you can buy these at a thrift store. And when you get it, you need to check the seal. So you see how my seal is in really good shape? I might buy another one, another seal. So I bought this for a few dollars. So instead of saying I can't, say I have to. I have to, so that I have, because fruit takes a long time to grow. If there's a chance you could grow some vegetables real quick, like 3 months. Okay, so can and preserve, and so you need jars. So start saving all these jars, because you can make a lot of refrigerator jam in these jars. My daughter-in-law had some project, and I told her I have lots of jars. And then grow food. Okay, I did come to the conclusion it's better to buy high quality plants, and it's better to get good heirloom seeds. Okay, now I want to talk to you guys about AI technology. Is it necessary for survival? So they're saying, okay, the AI is going to take over. It's going to be bad news for the humans. And you know, people, you're screwed. Okay, I just downloaded the AI app. You know, it's free for a while, and I am really using it a lot. So for me, it might be worth it. It's worth it probably. When my son was a little boy, he used to ask a lot of questions, and people go, where does he get this from? Well, I've been asking the AI tons of stuff. I've been having the AI design all kinds of stuff for me and come up with brilliant ideas. So the dangers we face, and these are the ones I thought of: famine, no food; drought, no water for animals or people; health, no life; war, foreign threat; moral decline, domestic threat. The moral decline can weaken the society. Now, I said to the AI, what are the dangers we face? And these were really good and well worth thinking about. Environmental hazards, climate change, pollution, natural disasters, health risks, which kill men with no resistance, pandemics, diseases, mental health, poverty, housing, violence, war, crime, cyber threats. So that's a lot of things we face. Stability is the key. If you're not stable, it can take a while to get that way. You have to like fight your way back to stability a lot of times. Okay, now think about drinking water. To test your drinking water, they say put a goldfish, and if the goldfish dies in the tap water, don't drink it. Okay, here, don't do that to a goldfish. It will die. So if you are going to drink tap water, get an Insta-Straw, you know, at Walmart, and just start drinking your water that way, especially for kids. Okay, now, I want to talk about air quality. So why I started thinking about this is my neighbor said that the air quality really made her poor dog, her dog is a little bit old, made her dog very sick. So it's like the goldfish thing, right? So I started looking into this, and I'm really glad I did. So like myself, I survived some very, very bad air quality. Okay, when I was a nursing student, you know, we were talking about environments. And I said to the nurse, my God, how did you survive in the old days? She goes, we held our breath. And so I can't tell you how many times when I had to do something, I held my breath. And that was the thing, like, if you don't know, ask. So I was, okay, I want to mention this. This is why you want to take out your trash. Anytime there is bad odors of some sort, that indicates some kind of bad thing is in the air. So in the hospitals, we would go around and we would spritz air freshener, but the elements were still in the air. So the best thing that I ever found, people used to get mad, and I thought, I don't care. I want to be back tomorrow. I don't want to be sick. 2 gloves and 2 masks. That is easy. And so, like, if I have to take those precautions, so they said, you want to take these precautions everywhere and anywhere you are. So do I want somebody's hands touching my food if I want to stay nice and healthy? No. Do I want, you know, like in the self-help groups, I'm sorry, I don't want to hold your hands. I don't want hugs. I don't want personal, I mean, it sounds cold, but you'll notice I'm rarely sick. Something could get me, you guys. Okay, think about when I was in an ambulance. I was an EMT. I dropped all my licenses. So anyway, I'm back there, and I said to the guy, my God, where's the HEPA filter? And he flipped up this little gauge so some air could get in. He goes, there it is. I thought, this is incredibly unsafe. So, and then I want to talk about salons. It got to the point, this is one reason I started barbering. In fact, ingesting all the hair is very dangerous, but you're the one who's working in a way to throw it up into your own face. But there were Brazilian blowouts, which was a chemical that we adhered to the hair that was like a plastic, and it was terribly unsafe. And then there was acrylic nail chemicals, and one thing that could help is taking the trash out. So a couple times a day I used to take the trash out, and they used to act like I was so stupid, and I thought, no, you're so stupid. Also, in your house, one thing you can do is take the trash out, because I lived in this terrible apartment and the pest control guy was there, and I said, what is the problem with these flies? He goes, it's the trash. They can smell it 2 miles away. So, okay, so I asked the AI, what cheap things can you do to improve your air quality? This was so good. Okay, change the filters in your heat and air every 1 to 3 months. Now, you can create an air purifier with a box fan. You just put there's like the filters behind the fan, and the air it blows in is caught. I put this on my, you can ask the AI yourself, or Rotostone X. House plants. I go, oh wow, that's a good idea. But well, for one thing, you know, you're getting oxygen. Okay, dust. Keep the dust down. I used to say to my son, don't disturb the dust. But like in hospitals, one of the most dangerous things would be dust, because they can harbor microbes. Open windows to like get air in and get bad air out. Salt lamps. I don't actually know much about salt lamps. I'm going to investigate. Activated charcoal or baking soda. So you put it around so it absorbs odors, I guess. Okay, air quality. Okay, I asked the AI, where has the best air quality? I put mountains, beaches, and rainforests. So I was a little bit surprised. The least pollution is mountains. That is probably like due to the fact that there's more trees and less people. Jungle, rainforest. Okay, there's nothing to stop us from getting a bunch of tropical plants. Beach, coast. Okay, I worked in Point Loma. Aside from the fact that the population is well off, you have that ocean air. And actually, as far as I'm high, sometimes we get it here. So I have the mountains, which is dangerous for fire. The beach, coast, so out of the top 3. Okay, number 4, country and rural. That makes sense because less people. Desert and parks. The best air quality would be in the parks in an urban setting. Okay, now I want to talk about immigration. A lot of people are pretty opposed to immigration, but actually the immigrants are important for a couple reasons that I want to mention. Migratory jobs. So close by here is El Centro, and they actually pick the crops and, you know, work on the crops there. And then the other job is, this is one reason why they're bringing these immigrants around, is to repopulate the countries. So think about America. Here, like if you want to live here and you don't have some kind of a bunch of money, the wife has to work all the time and the husband has to work all the time, because you have to bring about $10,000 into the house. And so at what point do you think you're going to do childcare in a reasonable way? So you'd be lucky if you have 1 or 2 children, you know. So they know that. So you're like me, I would work 2 and 3 jobs. When am I supposed to raise these children? When am I supposed to? Furthermore, some of us are not cut out. Okay, now I want to talk about something that I found out. I really kind of love Ralph's. On my Ralph's coupon, look, here's all the recalls on the boar's head lunch meat. It was and bologna, it was liverwurst, it was salami. Now, there's a lot of them. Okay, so I asked the AI, what's behind this? Boar's head recall. 7 million pounds of deli meat were recalled. So they're super dangerous for somebody with a weakened immune system, elderly, or pregnant for the Listeria infections. So that kind of stuff is not good for man nor beast. And the people who eat the most lunch meat are people like me who like to eat a lot of sandwiches. So I was making good use of my AI. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. The other one that the AI, this was funny to me, the AI, oh, danger, danger to the AI. Cyber attacks. That was funny. Not funny. It's going to be bad news. Okay, now to go back, in my opinion, how to get by even if times don't get better is food is the key issue. Because if you have a home, you have food, and you have heat, like the olden days, you can survive. If you stockpile decent food, so I just showed you guys some decent food. I would stockpile items like vegetable oil and tea, and if you drink soda pop, it's getting incredibly expensive. What I think is behind a lot of this is they don't want people going to a store. They say people are stealing. Oh, I was shocked. At the store I go to, it was all closed up because I go, people are shoplifting? She goes, oh yeah. I go, there's no shoplifting types around here. She goes, it's the regular people. So when people are strapped, I think for some people, it's the fact that they know that absolutely nothing's going to happen to them. Some of them, well, I'm not sure about that because I told you the food bank here by my house was out of food. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any good comments, leave them because people read them. And God bless you all.